Hello Satnam, it's me Shakti Sundari back with you today for the next reading from the Radiance Sutras. I did do a broadcast, a live stream from Trent Park earlier today, but it cut out towards the end, so I wasn't able to complete it, and then my phone was very low on battery, so I'm doing it again a little bit later in the day, not in the park, but in a quiet space. So today's been another discombobulating day for me. Well, this morning was extremely discombobulating, so in a way perhaps it's good that I'm doing the transmission this afternoon and I've had a little bit of time to undiscombobulate myself, but truth is I'm still pretty discombobulated on the inside right now. So, as I said when I did the broadcast initially from the park, reading these verses always reconnects me to source and to a stiller place in my own being. So, for that reason, I'm really looking forward to reading today's Yukti verse. And yeah, it's another broad brush stroke practice and awareness that this verse carries with it as it gets towards the end. Remember, there are 112 verses and today's one is 108. So, Yukti verse 108 from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Aham mama idam iti adi pratipati prasangata niradare mana yati tattayana preranat shami. And I'll just read that again. Aham mama idam iti adi pratipati prasangata niradare mana yati tat dayana preranat shami. And here's the English translation by Lauren Roche. The next time the thought arises, I want this, or I think that, grab hold of this I, perceive it by itself, wonder, who is this I? I am animal, I am human, I am a loving heart, I am a questing mind, I am a particle of infinity, I am a witness to creation, I am consciousness itself. In meditation, embrace all these dimensions. Reach into the source, the luminous world of dancing energies in ever-changing relatedness. So, this verse and this practice is about reflecting upon the I who experiences, the I who thinks, the I who questions, the I who feels. And in asking the question, who is the I, or where is the I who is experiencing this, thinking this, feeling this, potentially getting to a place where we're able to, in a way, witness, observe, separate from, or distinguish the observing, witnessing consciousness from the experience. This is, and also this is a tool that's taught, this is such an ancient tantric text, thousands of years old, and yet this is a tool that is taught now to anyone who is experiencing a difficult time in their lives, and which I've been using myself as I've been going through a difficult time in my life, and also today as I've experienced something that's been really discombobulating for me emotionally, and so having a practice like this where I'm asked to reflect upon who is the I who's wanting or needing or thinking, and it takes me back from the full identification with whatever it is that I'm experiencing to a place of greater spaciousness and awareness, because then I begin to witness what is happening. So it's not that I'm not feeling, sensing, needing, thinking anymore, but I'm also witnessing at the same time in parallel. And that brings just a greater spaciousness and a sense of being held as I hold myself in that experience, if that makes sense. So that's the first part of the verse. The second part goes through different stages and states of being. I am animal, I am human, I am a loving heart, I am a questing mind, I am a particle of infinity, I am witness to creation, I am consciousness itself. And so in those different stages, it's like we're ascending from identifying with our most base material identified aspect as animal, and then human, and then loving heart, and then questing mind, and then a particle of creation, and then a witness to creation, a particle of infinity, and then consciousness itself. So we ascend and we elevate through those different stages of being, and yet without denying any one of them. It's like when we move through and connect each of our chakras or our energy centers, from the root at the base to the sex, to the power, to the heart, to the throat, communication, creativity, third eye, mind, and then connection to the universal I am, and connecting all of those parts of ourselves up and being all of those parts at once, not denying one or putting one above the other. So as in some religions and patriarchal cultures and traditions have tended to debase the lower chakras and aspects connected with those, such as our sensuality and our very manifest beingness in life, our desires, our relations, our emotions, and our power. But actually those are equal in weight as much as our ascended transcendent states of cosmic consciousness and our third eye intuition and expression. They are all equal and important, at least in this tantric path, which embraces all of life as holy and all of life as sacred, not putting anything above anything else. And yet there is sort of a sense of a ladder of higher states of awareness, or different states of awareness, as we move from animal to consciousness. And when I was talking about this earlier, it reminded me of one of those processes that Esther Hicks takes people through when they come into one of her workshops and say, I'm experiencing this, but I want to experience that. And she guides them through a process of better feeling states to get from a darker, more negative, self-defeating feeling, thinking state to a thinking, feeling state, which she calls the vortex, where anything becomes possible and from which we can attract whatever we want. So going from the animal to the consciousness. The final part of the translation. In meditation, embrace all these dimensions. So as I was saying, embrace every aspect of your being with love, every aspect as equal. I have to put my glasses back on because I can't see it very well. Reach into the source, the luminous world of dancing energies in ever-changing relatedness. So reaching back into the source, once again going back behind, beyond, or before the identification that takes place so rapidly and so easily for all of us. Reaching back behind the identification with the heart, the mind, the human, the animal, the creativity, to the source, which is that which comes before, not the source as in HP or ketchup. The source, S-O-U-R-C-E. The luminous world of dancing energies. So there we have, Shakti once again, who is this dancing energy, this life force that then manifests herself in so many different faces and forms in this 3D lived reality. And she is in ever-changing relatedness. So just a reminder that we are not fixed in static sense of identification or being. It's constantly changing, and at some points we may be, you know, much more identified with that animalistic human form. Other times we may be more fully identified with supreme consciousness. Other times we're able to integrate and be all of those at once. And just reminding ourselves that we are ever changing in nature, that life is ever changing in nature. And again, that awareness together with the capacity to witness brings us comfort, brings me comfort in those moments when I become so fully identified with some deep feeling state that feels overwhelming in the moment. So that's it. I hope that helps, and I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me know your own experience with this kind of practice and meditation, and join me again tomorrow for the next reading from the Radiance Sutras. Thanks for being with me, and I can see you're there, Isis. Hello, my love. Much love to you, and much love to everyone else watching. Thank you for being with me, and Sat Nam.